Righty guys, welcome back here for another ECW review. It's the 27th of February. We're only, 40 days away from WrestleMania, I believe, and we're still shaping up the WrestleMania card. And this SmackDown gets us, I guess, this ECW, should I say, gets us one step closer, I guess, to figure out what's going to be happening on ECW. WrestleMania. Fucking, oh man, I can't even speak here. Right, we open up the show. Mr. Kennedy versus Sabu, Extreme Rules match.
Money in the Bank qualifier.
Is it going to be Mr. Kennedy? Is it going to be Sabu? I mean, could they really trust Sabu?
You can't even set up a table.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see him in a Money in the Bank match, but it just probably...
I think that time's gone now, though.
Probably not a good idea. And for this to be an Extreme Rules match, not a lot happened, to be honest. They did get a broken table in the ring. Kennedy's trying to set it up and it's completely broke. Or Sabu even trying to set it up and it's completely broke. The legs hanging off it. It's a bit like, this table reminded me of Kevin Nash. Legs were fucked. Sabu places... He kind of sets the table up at like a 45-degree angle, places Kennedy on it, goes for a manoeuvre off the top rope. You knew it was never going to work out well for him. Crashes through the table, then Kennedy hits a DDT onto the table, gets the win. Kennedy qualifies. Kennedy qualifies for the Money in the Bank match. Then up next with Mr. McMahon.
He arrives backstage in his limousine. He complains to the driver, "We should have been here 10 minutes ago."
Which is mad considering McMahon is probably there like 10 hours ago. Like, you know.
Yep, and we get a recap about what happened on Raw. Him and Donnie T and him choosing Bobby Lashley. And
yeah, that
McMahon.
Was great actually. That opened up the show and that was... Yeah. I got me hyped for ECW.
There's a few recaps throughout the show as well.
Then with Balls Mahoney versus Matt Striker. Out of nowhere, really, this was announced. And Snitch came down pretty early on, took out Balls Mahoney. Then Balls Mahoney was awarded the win for DQ. Then Snitch got back in the ring and hit a big boot Matt Striker. And then he celebrated. So, funny here that both the new breed and the originals are letting both of their guys get battered here by Snitsky. So,
balled it.
I mean,
it could have been a good chance to recruit them for the new breed.
I mean... That's 4 weeks in a row now where Snitsky's just come out and attack people. Where's this lead to? Where's he going? I mean,
yeah,
I don't really know. So tonight they do announce at the start of the show it's Hardcore Holly versus Bobby Lashley in a steel cage match. McMahon is in his office and he says that he's making changes to the match and that he's setting a 5-minute time limit. And if Lashley doesn't defeat Holly in 5 minutes, then Lashley automatically loses and Holly becomes the new ECW champion. So,
oh hell no!
Big news there. Then we had Corvon and Dreamer, Corvon and Thorn of the new breed.
Marcus Corvon.
This has it. To say Corvon and Thorn is a bit tongue twister. Anyway, Marcus Corvon and Kevin Thorn taking on. You see it.
Marcus Corvon and Kevin Thorn.
Marcus Corvon and Kevin Thorn.
Thorn.
Right, take on RVD and Tommy Dreamer.
Sandman and Ariel at ringside. I think Elijah Burke was there. Yeah, he was.
Kevin Thorn is doing. Dreamer got basically battered, made the hot tag to RVD. RVD comes in, battering everyone.
RBA.
Ariel tries to hand Kevin Thorn like the walking stick thingy, and she's like sliding into the rope. Sandman comes and smashes her on the ass with his cane. But while he's doing that, Elijah Burke climbs up, pulls RVD down on the top rope, then Kevin Thorn hits his dark kiss or whatever it's called.
Kiss or something.
Off the top rope, Nick Baker style maneuver, pins RVD and gets his win back from last week, I guess. 50-50 booking here on ECW. Then we had a promo backstage with Rebecca, one of the worst interviewees I've ever seen.
Hard. And why is it always Hardcore Holly here?
I don't know. He's never cut a good promo.
Yes, this was brutal. He says, "Nobody can beat Bob Holly. Hell, you can bet his championship. Oh, wait, it is on the line." He sounded like a bit of a goofball here. But was it better than a normal Hardcore Holly promo? Probably. Made me chuckle a wee bit rather than the clinical depression that he usually dishes up. So, yeah, awful. But we move on to our next match, which is, you'll see Stevie Richards taking on CM Punk.
It's our first time seeing Stevie Richards in about
6 months.
That's not an exaggeration. Like, it could be a legit 6 months.
I'll show you. You won't see me.
You won't see me. I mean, basically stole John Cena's gimmick here. We haven't seen him in 6 months, but anyway, we see him tonight. He takes on CM Punk.
Let's move over to the right.
In a decent match, but again, nothing on the lick. I feel like CM Punk's ECW run has been really, really average at best, because the guy is literally had very little in the terms of story. It basically just gets dead, just match after match after match. The only storyline he's had was like he had some scenes with like Kelly and Mike Knox, which eventually kind of led to nothing. You know, I mean, they did. It was like kind of like building up, and then they did have a couple of matches, but you know, after the Chamber, that was it. Really, I mean, there was no payoff.
I don't get it. Why is Hardcore Holly getting title match after title match after title match? Give Punk something.
Yeah, but Hardcore Holly, I mean, you could argue Hardcore Holly's established. We know who he is.
He's fucking pish.
We don't really know who CM Punk is, right? Now, obviously, we know in 2021 now that he's fucking very charismatic and can cut amazing.
Hold on, right? You can say what you want.
No, but hold
Punk
on.
is over with more or less every crowd here. Hardcore Holly
It's
like you could drop a pin and you wouldn't even, you'd hear it, and you'd hear it 1,000 times over because he's pissed.
I get that, but watching this now, if someone says to you like CM Punk's fucking world main event level, you wouldn't agree, would you?
Oh, and Hardcore Holly is?
It's not. Fuck you. Not what I'm saying. Fuck it, right? Next Extreme Expose, they managed to finish a dance for once, didn't get interrupted.
Same pish, different week.
And then in the main event, this guy just doesn't know what he's fucking talking about.
What are you talking about? You're trying to justify.
I'm not even fuck. You're the one who brought up Hardcore Holly. I never
You're
said
justifying
shit.
him in the
I don't. I couldn't give a shit if Hardcore Holly's in the main event or a fucking toilet break piss match, right? My point
so
is.
What's your point about Punk?
My point is, I don't think Punk's ECW run's been that good. I think it's been very mediocre.
You said something there about a title. He's not ready. He's not ready for main event level.
No, I never said that.
What did you say then? You said something about main event.
I did. I said if someone turned around and says to you, "Oh, CM Punk's great. He's the man. He should be in the main event." I don't mean ECW. I mean like with Cena. You would, based on what you've seen so far, you'd go, "No, he's not."
Obviously, because he's only on ECW, but he should be in the ECW title picture. Fucking Hardcore Holly is.
Yeah, but my point is, he's not been developed. There's no character. Oh, I don't do drugs. I'm straight edge.
What's Hardcore Holly's character? Well, I'm going to bore you to death. See how long you can last.
Pretty much, aye.
And talking about Hardcore Holly, we have the main event. It looks like a close match, but Big Bobby says, "Well, you know what? This guy usually takes me 15 minutes, but you know what? I'll just do it in 3 minutes 49." And that's exactly what he did.
See, at the 2 minute stage, or 2.5 minute stage, it kind of looked like Hardcore Holly was going to win.
Yep, and then
I mean, he hit him with a big superplex off the top rope. Then he hits him with a steel chair, big chair shot to the dome, which Bobby Lashley actually took. He didn't cover his head like a shite bag.
But Hardcore Holly did.
And he's supposed to be the hardcore man. Bobby Lashley took the unprotected chair shot, kicked out. And you think, realistically, right, 2 minutes to go, Hardcore Holly's got the chair, Bobby Lashley's down. Hardcore Holly shouldn't be losing for this position.
No.
But Bobby Lashley got up, managed to somehow get the chair off him, beat him with about 10 chair shots, and then hit him with the running power slam.
Umaga was there as well.
Then after the match, Umaga's at the ringside, taunting Lashley. Lashley bounces off the ropes, jumps through the cage, steel cage wall, steel cage.
I'd say this is probably one of the most iconic moments for ECW.
Yeah, and then the cage.
You could even argue ruthless aggression to a degree, because
he crashes down on Umaga, and then the show kind of abruptly goes off the air.
Now, why didn't he do this with 10 seconds to go in the match to win it?
Yeah, like, could you imagine if he'd done
a good moment, but do that.
I mean, well, maybe not hit his running power slam and Holly kicks out, because that kind of buries his finisher, I guess. But could you imagine if, like, he does a maneuver, like a signature or something, and Holly kicks it at 10, and he's not got enough time left to beat him? So you would assume at that stage it's over.
Or
and then with like 5 seconds to go, he just charges at the cage. I mean, that would have been...
Or you've got Hardcore Holly, he's got him in a headlock, and it's counting down 15, 14, then he like releases him, he's like looking across at him, other side of the ring, and they're both laughing, and then Lashley just fucking suicide dive right through the cage, breaks it.
Something like that would have been cool, aye.
Because Holly thinks he's won. But Lashley's like, "No, I'm going through that cage, big man." And then he squishes Umaga like a pancake. But no, what do we get? A decent enough spot, but a pish match.
Yeah, it wasn't good. The match, well, I mean, it's 5 minutes. I mean, what are you going to do
I
in
mean,
five
Hardcore
minutes? Like,
Holly dominates 2 minutes of it, and Bobby Lashley beats him in the next 10 seconds of it.
only Hardcore Holly could make a 5 minute cage match seem like a 20 minute
He
snooze
kicks her
fest.
off, guys, for like a headdress, and fuck off.
I'm the one that needed a headdress. Fucking hell, I was falling asleep.
I'm surprised before this match even started, Hardcore Holly didn't fucking take down the cage himself and put it back up in the rafters. You know how much you a boring bastard? But we move on.
Right, well, we don't move on because that's the end of the show. What are you giving it?
It was as good as last week.
I'd say it was. Well, I think
I'll give it a
you
6 out of 10.
yeah, you'd more. No, I can't give it a 6. I'll give it a 5. I gave last week's a 5. I'll give this a
No, I
5.
feel like this was better than last week's.
Marginally, well, the matches were better last week, but this week you had McMahon, and then you had some.
You had Trump, McMahon, a
Yeah,
good spot at the end. I
yeah,
mean, the Sandman spot, the table spot in the first match.
yeah. I'm gonna have to give this a 6. You've made me reconsider. Like it's a 6 to me. It's a 6 to him. So that means overall ECW's coming in at 6. Let us know what you think down
66.
below if you agree or not. And until next time.
Peace.